Well, hello and welcome back. Today, I don't have any wood to cut, but my wood yard needs some rehab and my trailer needs some work. So we're gonna rehab the wood yard, and I'm gonna, do some stuff to my trailer, and I'll show you what I did. But so here we go. So right now it is, the middle of March, and I am completely out of wood. I finished off the walnut pile over there, and I only have these totes right here in the line to fill, and then I'm pretty much, I'm going to be full for my fall wood. So I do have wood coming. I've got some ash that I've got to go pick up, and I also have the hickory job I've been working on. All the logs are staged over there, just waiting for dry weather to go get. So wood is incoming, but while the yard is empty right now, this is the first time it's ever been empty in probably like 2 years since I started cutting wood over here. My wood yard, I've cleaned it all up, and there is some depressions from, I've cut so much wood over here, and sawdust and bark and stuff, and I scrape it up, but I'm getting to the point where I've scraped up some dirt and I need to replace it. So yeah, if you're building a wood yard, designing a wood yard, I always think it's best to just cut on the dirt. Like, I don't think there's any sense in putting gravel down, because you're going to clean stuff up off of it, and you're going to scrape the gravel up, and you're just scraping up money at that point. And I'm not into putting wood chips down because they hold moisture, and again, you're going to scrape them up anyways. So if anything, maybe I would do wood chips if anything, but they hold moisture and it's no good. So yeah, I got this fill dirt here. It's nothing special. There's probably going to be some rocks and stuff that I'll have to pick out, but 6 tons dumped there. And as you can see, maybe you can on the camera, it's kind of like low right here, and I need to just add some dirt here. That way the water sheds off, and going forward, I'm not scraping down even more. I need to put some dirt down. So that is my plan. And yeah, so I'm going to use the mini bob here and yeah, spread some dirt. So that'll be it. And then yeah, I'm going to work on the trailer here, but I'm not going to work on the trailer on camera. I'm just going to get all that stuff done, and then I'll show you what I did and why I did it. So hope you enjoy. All right, I got all that finished up, and honestly, it looks pretty good. So yeah, I spread it out, and it's still a little sticky. There's moisture in it, but it actually graded out pretty good. And I tell you what, the first time I rented one of these machines in 2021, it was the first time I ever ran a mini track loader like this. I hated grading with it. It sucked because it is so counter heavy that when you're grading, it just kind of wants to tilt back. So the kind of key is to grade with a bucket full, or, you know, kind of factor in that it's tail heavy. But it actually did pretty good. This took me about 15 minutes. So I'm going to do my next task now, and I will check back with you when it's done, and I'll show you what I got. But sneak peek, there you go. All right guys, so we got that stuff done outside, and I got this trailer about 2 months ago. It's a load trail, 24-foot overall, 16-foot tilt, 8-foot stationary here. And this one came with 2 jacks, dual jacks on either side. The 22-foot and smaller ones, those just come with a jack up front, as you can see of what I'm getting at here. But I hated, and I mean hated, this jack design, because it was just one speed, but you have to turn 2 jacks with one handle. And you'd think like, oh, I'm using 2 jacks, maybe it would be easier. No, I mean, just even cranking this thing up empty was a chore. So I took the jacks off, and as you can see, I mounted one jack up front like the 22 footers, and it's got this big crossbar here. And I've talked to some welders. They said that it'll be plenty strong. I needed to make a mount to mount this jack to that came off of there. So I was going to use angle iron and just make a mount, and then I saw this and I'm like, man, that looks like just what I need. I bet they sell that somewhere. So I got on Amazon and I bought the 6-inch version of that. That's 8-inch. I welded the 6-inch version on there, and I put the bolt in the bottom of it in the original hole. I drilled a new top hole, and it worked really, really well. If you're wondering how do you drill like a 3/4 inch hole in a timely manner, this drill bit on Amazon was like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something. It had really good reviews, and it chewed right through that 1/4 inch steel pretty quick, big chunks out of it. So I'm pretty happy. And now this is so much easier to use. On my previous bumper pull trailers and on my dump trailer, the jack's up here, and I think it's just the way to go to have the jack right in your hookup area. You know, you jack it down on your ball, you set it, you put the jack away. Like, there's no just jumping over the trailer, setting 2 legs, walking all the way back there to set the jack. This just makes a lot more sense to me. So very glad I did that. While it was in here, I did plan on welding some more D-rings on it here, because it just comes with 2 D-rings up front, 2 middle ones, and the 2 at the end. It has all these stake pockets I could, you know, strap to, but I'd rather get a couple more D-rings, put 1 on each side here, and then probably some at the back of the fenders there. But it is about to rain, and I think it's going to rain the rest of the night. So I think there's like, the rain's coming in half hour, and I want to take my time on this and measure everything out. So I'm not going to have time to put the D-rings on tonight. That'll have to be another night, but at least I got that jack on, because I have been using this trailer more. I used it last weekend, and this weekend I'm pretty sure we're going to take some machines over to the campground for the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria and organize some logs, get that set up. So the jack that was on the trailer, I could not stand it. So I'm glad I got that changed. And yeah, I also wanted to mention, if you don't know how to weld and you do, you know, this kind of stuff, like, you know, you got some equipment, learn how to weld. This little Harbor Freight titanium 140, it does several different processes, but it does a really good job with flux core welding. It wasn't too expensive for me to buy, and I'm able to do all my own welding projects now. There's no taking my stuff somewhere, waiting for somebody to do stuff, paying somebody. It is totally worth buying a good welder, and a decent welder, I should say, and learning how to weld, because you'll save so much time and so much money, and little breakdowns or little altercations here or there, they're not a thing. Like, you can do it yourself. So yeah. Also coming up, if you're watching this video in a few weeks from now, April 4th and 5th, Hoosier Firewood Hysteria. It's a good time. Check it out on knlfirewood.com. I hope to see you there. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. Short video, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.